Hey everyone, how's it going today? Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic week so far. I'm cryptoFOXXY and thanks for stopping by the channel. In this video, we are going to take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin dumped after a trade war has intensified, but we are seeing a bit of a comeback here. Have we seen the Bitcoin bottom? There's a ton of traders out there that are saying, yes, we could have seen the bottom. And so let's jump into it in this video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on X as well. If you're watching over there, I post a ton of content on X as well as YouTube. And so we're going to look at this now today. 4 signs that 76K could be potentially the ultimate low for Bitcoin right now. The correction could potentially be over. And what's really going on here driving the prices down? Well, we have trade war intensifying. Canada and the US have been battling. China is in there as well as Mexico. There's a number of things taking place. And really what it comes down to is the economic costs, right? And how this is going to affect us all over time. And people are just undivided on this one, right? Uncertainty in any kind of financial markets, whether it be crypto, stocks, what have you, do not like uncertainty. And that's pretty much what we're seeing right now. And that's why the prices have been down as low as they have been. But we could be at near to the end for Bitcoin here for that price correction. We dropped to a 4-month low, 76.7 on March 11th, following a 6% weekly decline in the S&P 500 index. Now, the stock market correction pushed the index to its lowest level in 6 months. So really affecting them as well. It's not just a crypto problem. So a 30% drop from its all-time high of 109K, and now we could be signaling that the correction could be over. So it typically, even in bull markets, Bitcoin does see these large corrections in the tune of about 30%. So it is really on par for course, so to speak. Now, a Bitcoin bear market needs a 40% drop potentially, and a strong US dollar. Bear market, however, is kind of significantly differing from the November 2021 crash, which started with a 41% drop from 69 to 40 in just 60 days. We saw a decline so far from we saw a decline right now from the all-time high in terms of about 30%, but a decline of the same, the same scenario would be at the 64.4 mark today by the end of, well, not today, but by the end of March. I don't know if we're going to see that. However, things can change quickly in crypto, and same as, the ongoing financial markets have been in turmoil over the last month or so, just with talks of trade wars and such. But the current correction mirrors the 31.5% drop from 71.9 on June 7th, 2024 to about 49.2 over 60 days. I remember that dropped down under 50K. Everybody was extremely scared. And there was a ton of capitulation going on there. Additionally, during late 2021 bear market, the US dollar was also strengthening during this time. So again, differing a little bit here. Bitcoin is maintaining an inverse correlation with the DXY index, which mirrors the dollar. So basically what that means is when the dollar goes up, Bitcoin tends to go down and vice versa. The current market conditions show no signs of investors moving to cash positions. So that is definitely a good thing that supports the Bitcoin price. Now, derivatives markets are staying pretty stable right now. June 18th, 2022, the indicator for the annualized premium on futures dropped below 0%, but right now we're staying stable at about 4.5. So that's looking good there, because we're comparing this right to the bear market, where some investors are thinking we're entering a bear market right now, but it's just not showing that. So balanced leverage demand between longs and shorts are still fairly decent there. Bearish market conditions typically drive excessive demand for short positions, which we're not seeing, pushing the funding rate below 0. And like I said, it's still at about 4.5%. Potential U.S. government shutdown on March 15th is another thing that is coming into play here. Now, could that be something that helps Bitcoin? Potentially, because here's why. The key points of contention that they are arguing about here is increased spending on defense and immigration. Now, if risk-on markets, including Bitcoin, are likely to react positively if the agreement is reached here. So that's something that we're looking for as well. And I did also just get word that Ukraine has agreed to talks of a ceasefire, and they're in preliminary talks right now, and the U.S. government is resuming aid to them in terms of intelligence and supplies as well. So that's something that's very, very positive for today, and we could see a good bounce from just that news alone. Not having war is definitely a good thing, and crypto will act appropriately to that as well. Or now there's real estate crisis is not necessarily negative right now. Early signs of real estate crisis could accelerate capital outflows into other scarce assets such as crypto. Now, home contract signings fell to an all-time low in January, so that's signaling that the housing market's not doing the greatest. Over 7% of federal housing administration insured loans are at least 90 days past due. Now, this is surpassing the peak of the 2028, or sorry, the 2008, oh my good Lord, subprime crisis. So obviously, that is something we have to keep in mind as well. You always look at, jobs, real estate, a number of different factors, right? That when we're talking about, interest rates and inflation and what have you, and how basically the overall consumer market is doing. So let's jump over and take a look at CoinMarketCap right now. Take a look at the latest data that is going on. I'm just going to refresh the page so we get the latest. Market is up 2.7 trillion, up about 6.47% today. Bitcoin is looking a little bit better, just under 83K right now, up about 5.8% over the last 24 hours. So things are starting to move in the right direction. I see Caspa's up there. I'm actually looking at doing a video on them later. We also have a number of other top cryptos. You can see a few AI coins up here, so that's really nice to see. And I'm going to talk about some AI potential here later as well. So make sure you guys are locked in on the channel. Make sure you guys, like this video, comment, let me know how you guys are feeling about the overall markets. I know things haven't been going the way that we've expected, but I'm hanging in there, and I have a long-term outlook for crypto. So the stuff doesn't really phase me so much, but I do like to bring you guys the news and keep you guys up to date, because I like to make sure that I'm informed, and I just want to make sure you guys are as well. So thanks so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you for supporting my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.